Well, would you believe this one? This is insane, all right? What's gone on is I've obtained this motorbike, Suzuki Bandit 600. It's not even an S. Now, I've had to take the number plate off. One, because that's like knackered, but two, because the number plate that's on it doesn't belong to this bike. And the number plate that is on this is currently taxed and tested. Yeah, somebody has had a laugh with this. Now, apparently, from the guy that I got this off, he part exchanged this a few years ago. And it's just sat in his yard doing nothing. Except for rusting, you know, and falling apart. Yeah, so that was his story. And I thought, well, okay, I did an HPI check on the reg that was on the bike, and it came back taxed and tested. So I'm like, hold on a minute, what's going on here? Anyway, I thought, who am I to argue? If that's what's officially coming back, that's what it is. So I bought it. Excuse the dogs and the alarms. It's got powder coated wheels, and apparently stainless exhaust. It looks stainless, it looks pretty good. I mean, consider it's been sat, it's not even, well, there's a few specks on it, but that'll all polish and clean up, no doubt. Same with the faults. Mileage, according to the registration number, it is 52,000 miles with 10 previous owners, not including the 11th, and not including me, because I'm just applying for the V5 for this thing. So it will have 12 owners. Oh my god, yeah. So according to the registration, this bike has done 52,000 miles with 11 owners, effectively, me being the 12th. Now we can't check that because the battery's completely dead, but the HPI check and everything comes back with it being at 52. Now the funny thing is with that 52,000 miles is that for the vast majority of this bike's life, it was doing sort of 500 to 1,000 miles a year until 2 years ago, where it had jumped from 38. Was it 38? Yeah, I think it was 38 or 32, somewhere around like that. Somewhere between 30, say 35 to 52 within like a year and a half. So that was quite odd. And I thought, nah, this is not a taxed and tested bike. This is not something that's on the road. The battery's completely flat. It's covered in mould and grease and grime and dirt and mud and rust and God knows what. And how the hell that got through an MOT with a chain like that, I'll never know. So I did a VIN check. Very interesting little VIN check. Came back all clear, except for no tax, no MOT, different registration number, and that it was sold by the police at an auction. Which then this bike ended up in the hands of the guy somehow who got it traded in for a car or bike, whatever it was that he got it traded for, in a garage. So then I've come along, saw it posted on Facebook, and went and had a look. Deal done. So it looks like someone cloned the number plate, stuck it on this bike, rode around on this, and here's the bizarre thing again. Yeah, it's another insane little thing. What was it? There was, oh yeah, when this bike had its last owner, on the VIN number with the original plate that should be there, it had 8 previous owners and it had done 50,000 miles. Hold on, 58,000 miles. And within a year, they've done almost 42,000 miles on this bike. I've got all the paperwork for it, so I'll be putting that into the video. I'll be including that. Somebody's been running around on a cloned plate, knocking up speeding tickets, other God knows fines and God knows what else on this bike, and they've hammered the hell out of it. So I may be looking at not just a full respray and a decent clean and a engine paint and God knows what else, but I may be looking at a timing chain. Definitely throttle cable, definitely clutch cable, because the clutch cable's like cream crackered. The front calipers off because they were seized, so it was easier to take them off rather than try and fix them and just leave them hanging. So that's something I'll be sorting out. Wheels and swinging arm and forks and everything will all be coming off, including all of these. I'll strip it down. I'm going to respray it. I'm going to keep it red, but this is a bit of a mess. Now I'm just waiting for some paint to dry on this Alpha before I carry on with it, in case Dom's watching. Yeah, we're getting there, mate, we're getting there. Won't be long, okay. Meanwhile, whilst that paint's drying, I'm giving this a wash because it's a bit gooey in places. A few parts and bits and pieces are missing, but overall not too bad. Now I'm just going to go take the tank off and show you underneath here, because it's been sat a while. Look at this, look. New ignition barrel, new fuel cap, and new lock-in thingy. What's it there? No, where's he go? Where's he gone? Can't see it. The seat lock thing. Ah, there he is down there. Yep, I got that set coming in the post. State of it. Oh man, hilarious. Yeah, this is sort of like a bit of a barn find, really. So I'm just going to take the tank off and have a gander then. Yes, interesting, very interesting. Le petit filtre, oh mon Dieu, qu'est-ce que c'est? Pourquoi comme ça? Yeah, that is definitely not touched and tested, is it? Not by a long shot. Now the battery, it does come with a battery, but it's completely shot. It is dead, mortified. There is oil in it. It looks a bit mank. Apparently when this went for the police auction, it was running in order to be loaded. Started and ran to be loaded. That's what it was. Yeah, I might have got myself a nice little bargain here. That dog, see that alarm? Look, alarm sets him off. I'll keep this short. I'm trying to. Carb strip, possibly, very possibly. Cam chain, possibly. Definitely the tensioner. I need to get to wherever he is, somewhere in there. The cam chain tensioner, I'll change that, swap it out, because apparently these are notorious for bad cam chain tensioners, and the manual ones are apparently to fit and forget, basically, but the automatic tensioner ones with the little clips and everything in it, apparently they're notorious for sticking, and you end up with cam chain rattle and everything else. And so that will be investigated mucho pronto. I'll get my jet wash out in a minute. This is all stiff, everything's stiff, it's hard to push. This chain is that an O-ring chain? It looks like it. Cool, that's tight. Who did that up? That's a bit tight. That's a little bit tight. But yeah, this is gonna need some work. We've got some rust coming on the frame here, so I'll get rid of all of that. Even that little S, I'm afraid that's got to go, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, but it's going. That will be bye-byes. Yeah, look, it's just, overall. Right. Yeah. I never expected a cheap jet wash bought off of Temu to strip paint. Oh yeah, admittedly, there's like, it's rusty patches and it's stripped it all off. The rusty patches. But it's done it on the mudguard as well, look, stripped it all in there. So there was some damage there and it's lifted a lot. The same with the clocks. Something's happened to the clocks and the jet wash just stripped all that off. I mean, look at the state of that. What's happened there? But yeah, I was quite surprised as that was happening. It's only a cheap thing from Temu, and it's blasted the hell out of everything. Look, it's even bent the, look, taking the paint off the radiator fins. Look, unreal. Anyway, that looks better, doesn't it? A bit cleaner. Well, that's stage 2. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Who in the world paints a red leather seat black? The jet wash took all the paint off. That's a red seat. And they've painted it black. What an idiot. So, more work. Red leather seat and they painted black. Duh.